The start of 2026 has brought a wave of excitement and anticipation for one member of the Duggar family who has quietly captured the attention of fans and followers across the nation, JOSIE Duggar. Known for her careful and thoughtful presence in the public eye, JOSIE is reportedly entering the new year with a sense of optimism and hope that she will soon begin a new chapter in her life, marriage. While much of the focus in Duggar media has historically been on the eldest children, the weddings, the courtships, and the births, JOSIE has quietly grown into a young woman admired for her dedication to faith, family, and tradition. Sources close to the family suggest that she has been reflecting on the lessons of her upbringing, considering the responsibilities of a future husband and home, and actively envisioning a partnership rooted in shared beliefs and mutual respect. The optimism she exudes is not just the natural excitement of a young adult imagining a life partner. It is deeply intertwined with the values and principles instilled by her parents and the family's faith community. Observers note that in the Duggar household, optimism is always tempered by purpose. Marriage is never just a personal milestone, but a continuation of a legacy, a carefully considered step that aligns with long-standing family priorities, religious expectations, and the vision of nurturing a godly household. From the earliest days of her childhood, JOSIE was surrounded by the intricate structure of the Duggar family. Large, highly visible, and deeply faith-oriented, the household emphasized discipline, education, and service, blending the practicalities of daily life with a moral framework guided by biblical principles. JOSIE, like her siblings, learned to approach major life decisions with intention, weighing personal desires against family expectations and spiritual obligations. In this environment, the prospect of marriage is approached not lightly, but as a sacred covenant with both spiritual and communal significance. Fans of the Duggar family have long watched as older siblings navigated their courtships, carefully orchestrated with guidance from parents, mentors, and in alignment with religious teachings, making it clear that the path to marriage within the Duggar family is both a personal and public journey. JOSIE's optimism, therefore, is not merely the excitement of a young woman hoping to fall in love. It reflects a thoughtful awareness of the responsibilities ahead, the blessings she anticipates, and the faith that informs her worldview. Her approach to courtship is expected to balance traditional values with the nuances of personal compatibility, reflecting a modern understanding of partnership while remaining rooted in long-standing family traditions. The optimism JOSIE exhibits is also intertwined with the culture of anticipation and community surrounding Duggar weddings. The family has become synonymous with high-profile, meticulously planned events, drawing national attention and inspiring discussions among fans and commentators. Courtships within the family are often shared selectively, allowing the public to witness glimpses of engagement preparation, prayerful deliberation, and the blending of personal affection with spiritual guidance. This has created a unique phenomenon in which each potential engagement is observed, celebrated, and analyzed, contributing to an atmosphere of heightened expectation for JOSIE's next steps. Reports indicate that she has approached this process with both careful thought and genuine joy, demonstrating patience, discernment, and a commitment to aligning her personal decisions with her faith and family values. Observers have noted that JOSIE's demeanor reflects a sense of confidence in timing, a belief that the right partner will emerge in accordance with divine guidance and careful discernment. Her optimism, therefore, is both personal and principled, a combination of faith, self-awareness, and hope for a harmonious future. Adding further context, JOSIE's upbringing within the Duggar family offers a unique lens through which to understand her approach to marriage. From homeschooling to community involvement, from religious study to daily routines imbued with responsibility, JOSIE has been prepared for the practical and spiritual dimensions of adult life. She has witnessed her siblings' marriages, the challenges and triumphs of their courtships, and the ways in which family and faith guide major decisions. This background has instilled in her a measured perspective on partnership, one that balances personal compatibility, shared goals, and a commitment to raising children according to biblical principles. Optimism in this context is not naivete. It is a deliberate and informed hope grounded in preparation, understanding, and faith. Fans and followers who track the Duggar family anticipate that JOSIE's future courtship and eventual marriage will reflect these same values, with each step carefully considered, guided by both spiritual conviction and familial counsel. The optimism surrounding JOSIE's potential marriage in 2026 also reflects a broader narrative about the Duggar family's enduring faith and values. While the family has navigated public controversies, intense media scrutiny, and the personal challenges of high-profile lives, their commitment to religious principles has remained central. For JOSIE, this means approaching a future marriage with intention, reverence, and careful thought. Observers speculate that she will likely continue the family tradition of courtship rooted in mutual respect, guided by prayer, mentorship, and careful alignment with family and faith values. Unlike celebrity romances characterized by impulsivity, Duggar courtships are often framed as deliberate, measured, and purpose-driven processes, emphasizing long-term partnership and the building of a household founded on biblical principles. This perspective reinforces the optimism JOSIE carries into the new year, the certainty that her decisions, guided by faith, will yield both personal fulfillment and alignment with a larger family and spiritual legacy. As the Duggar family continues to expand, each new milestone, births, courtships, weddings, carries with it both public interest and private responsibility. JOSIE's optimism about marriage is therefore situated within a larger story of family continuity, faith-based guidance, and thoughtful planning. The narrative she represents is one of hope tempered by preparation, joy balanced with responsibility, and excitement infused with intention. Fans and followers are eager to see how she will navigate this next chapter, noting that her demeanor suggests readiness, maturity, and a desire to create a loving, faithful household. Her optimism is not simply an anticipation of romance. It is a projection of the next generation of Duggar values in action, a hope for a household built on commitment, shared faith, and guidance rooted in Scripture. Speculation about her future plans also touches on the practical dimensions of marriage within the Duggar family. Observers note that JOSIE will likely be deeply involved in managing a home, participating in community life, and fostering an environment where children, if she chooses to have them, are raised with strong moral foundations. Within the family, these responsibilities are not incidental but integral to the role of a spouse and parent. Optimism, therefore, is both forward-looking and deeply grounded in preparation for the practical realities of married life. Sources suggest that she views her future not merely as a personal milestone, but as an opportunity to contribute meaningfully to the family legacy, uphold faith traditions, and nurture a home in alignment with biblical principles. Ultimately, the story of JOSIE Duggar's optimism about marriage in 2026 is more than just a family announcement. It is a reflection of the enduring Duggar values of faith, preparation, and thoughtful living. As she approaches this new chapter, the lessons of her upbringing, the influence of family traditions, and the guidance of spiritual mentors will shape her choices and inform her path. Her optimism carries with it a vision of a partnership rooted in love, mutual respect, and shared commitment to faith. While the details of her future spouse remain private, it is clear that she, like her siblings before her, will embrace a role that balances personal joy with spiritual responsibility. In keeping with family tradition, the Duggar household will ensure that any children are raised according to biblical teachings, educated at home, and nurtured in an environment designed to instill faith, discipline, and a sense of purpose. In this sense, JOSIE's optimism is not only about her own future, but about the continuation of a legacy, a household guided by Scripture, a life shaped by faith, and a family prepared to raise the next generation in accordance with the principles that have defined them for decades. Her optimism may be the first chapter of a story that will unfold in the coming years, a story where faith, family, and careful planning converge to shape a life lived with purpose, guided by Scripture, and filled with hope. While we cannot predict every detail, one thing remains certain. Josie's path forward will be nurtured by her upbringing, guided by faith, and, as tradition dictates, her children will be raised at home and instructed according to the teachings of the Bible, ensuring that the Duggar legacy continues in the next generation with the same values and discipline that have always defined the family. Thanks.